Hello. Do you have something that you are passionate about and love to do? Have you ever gotten to the place where that thing that you love and enjoy doing so much became more of a stress than a stress reliever? This is a really sad place to be in, and it can happen to anyone when we forget the reason why we enjoyed doing something in the first place. This can also be the case for an ensemble conductor who, for their whole life, loved making music and then at some point lost that love because directing an ensemble became more of a struggle than they ever imagined. To see this loss of direction and zeal that all musicians should have is really heartbreaking to me. So I would like to help conductors who feel like they're at the end of their rope and have lost that love for making music with an ensemble. There are common problems that everyone experiences that can create frustrations and eventual failures in rehearsals. These problems not only affect musicians or conductors, but can create problems for anyone in any type of job or position. A conductor stands in front of a group of people, whether it be a choir, band, orchestra, or any music group, and all eyes are on the conductor. These groups rely on the conductor to instruct them and show them how and when to play. This type of position can be related to any type of boss, a teacher, a coach, or even a parent. Yet in a music ensemble, a relationship is created between the conductor and the members of the ensemble because they create something unique and one of a kind together. But if a conductor lacks the necessary knowledge and skills required, the result may be ultimate failure and possible pointing fingers or even self-mutilation of the members of the ensemble as they take the blame upon themselves. Rehearsals may be unproductive, unfocused, or even disorganized. Performances may be utterly humiliating. This reflects on the conductor, though, not the ensemble. So what can cause these problems? Have you ever had to be in front of an audience or a group of people and felt how nerve-wracking that can be? It can make your entire body feel stiff or even shaky. This can happen because we are experiencing tension. If an ensemble sees tension in a conductor, they will mirror that in the way they sound without even realizing it. So a conductor may be completely frustrated at the sound the group is making over and over and over. But in the end, it is the conductor who needs to reevaluate himself, not the people in the ensemble. It is amazing that even just by how high that your arms are, or how low that they are, or how big or small of a gesture that you make, the sound that comes from the ensemble will be completely different. If your hand is slightly rounded, like in a handshake gesture, rather than stiff and palm to the floor, the sound that comes from the ensemble will be more free and unconstrained. So, tension is a hard habit to break though, especially once it becomes part of our everyday lives. But recognizing it exists is the first step in getting rid of it. Then stretches and breathing exercises can become helpful. Exercise can also even help relieve tension according to the Anxiety and Depression Association of America. Good posture is also overlooked and can even completely change how people perceive a person. If we have poor posture, it means that our body is not aligned correctly, so tension is created within our body as it tries to compensate for that. According to the Kansas Chiro Foundation, poor posture can even affect your self-image negatively. Which brings me to another huge problem that conductors face: insecurity. If you get in front of an ensemble and you're unsure of yourself, then why should they trust you? If you see someone walking down the hall with their head down, you don't normally want to approach that person. You might even move to the other side of the hallway to avoid them. But if you see someone head up with a pleasant expression on their face, you're more likely to speak to that person. A conductor must have confidence. You must trust and appreciate yourself in order for someone else to do the same to you. Like I said, the ensemble mirrors what you do and what they see that you do, and they reflect it back to you. James Jordan, in his book Evoking Sound, revolves his whole conducting method around this. He calls it mimetics. The ensemble mirrors the conductor just as we mirror people in our everyday lives, in the way that we talk, in the way we dress, and just the way that we live. We even learn this way as infants. So, a conductor must be confident and be open to the ensemble. Go to rehearsals prepared and excited to be there. Do your research and score study outside of rehearsals so that when you get there, you will have full knowledge of your music and know what needs to be accomplished. Be warm and welcoming to the people in your ensemble. Recognize that this is a group of people, of human beings, just like you, who want to create something with you, and they also share that love of music with you. This appreciation and respect of yourself and others has to be a constant state of mind and a way of life through and through. So in closing, make less of yourself to make them more. You will be doing the music justice by doing that. Thank you.